I am back. Did you miss me? Hola, hola. ¿Cómo estás? Welcome to live chat con Dama Yanga. Travel for the soul. What's so funny? Off the resort. So many wonderful things planned for our near future. Welcome to Mexico, Cancun, Mexico. Okay, so I'm on here to talk about a few things Mexico. And I wish I had my notes with me, but I kind of did this last minute because I have the free time right now. And I'm traveling, as you can see. I'm on the road. And things have been pretty hectic. I'm still in the United States. I just spent 2 weeks in Chicago. And now I'm in Cali. And hopefully in the near future I can return to Mexico once I am cleared. My doctor notes because of an emergency I had, a health scare. And it's not that I don't think Mexico could handle, what I went through. It's not that I think Mexico is not, equipped with the right technology. It's just that it's the money situation, most of it is my fault because I wasn't prepared. You know what I mean? I wasn't prepared to get sick. I kind of overlooked that aspect because of just a number of reasons that maybe I shouldn't have, but we're here now. And the only thing we can really do is correct it. Being sick in Mexico was probably one of the scariest things that have happened to me, only because of the language barrier and because of the lack of resources that I had when it came to money, right? The lack of resources that I had that came to money, and not being prepared to just hand over $2,000 to be seen by a doctor who didn't even question me about what was going on. They just instantly wanted that $2,000, and I wasn't prepared for that. So now when I return to Mexico after I heal myself from being out here, and this is the pros and cons when it comes to living in the United States or living somewhere where you were born and raised and you understand the protocol, to living in a country that's new to you. Even after 10 years, the country is still new to you. You're only 10 years old in that country. And so learning how things worked out there and still trying to navigate how things worked out there, being an entrepreneur, for the past 10 years, I should say, not having the funds to really, take care of the things that I needed to take care of, really showed me how, this is not a game. Moving to another country is not a game. It's very serious, and I need to take it more serious. Although it's one of the best decisions that I've made, only because I was healthy all those years. I've never gotten sick while in Mexico. I mean, I've had things that happen to a lot of people who are trying to adjust to a new country, like getting sick over eating the ice or eating the food, having, that type of sickness. But that's easily curable. But what I have wasn't easily curable. I needed a specialist. I needed people to really look into my health, look into things that, could help me. I needed a blood transfusion. I needed all these things that I didn't even study about Mexico and how things are done there. And so I put myself in a very scary and vulnerable state where I almost lost my life. And I'm thankful that I'm here now. I'm thankful and grateful that I'm here now. And I'm thankful and grateful for all the people who stepped up when I couldn't take care of myself in Mexico and in the United States of America. And one thing that I did do is build a community in Mexico. That was one of the main goals of me returning back to Mexico, was building a community. And I don't know if you guys are chatting on here. Say hi, say what's up. If you don't know, my name is Diani Damayanga. I live in Cancun, Mexico. I've been in Mexico for 10 years. And, a lot of my lives are kind of just sporadic, and I'm gonna try to be more consistent in going on here. But what I wanted to talk about is just Mexico in general, the pros and cons of living in Mexico, why I chose to live in Mexico, and answer any of the questions that you might have about Mexico, because there's a lot of misconceptions about Mexico in general, and about the United States. I mean, I love both places, and everyone is always trying to play one against the other. In my personal opinion, let me see if there's any comments on here. I can't see. Let's see. Can I scroll? In my personal opinion, Mexico is way safer than the United States of America. And I'm gonna say that again. Mexico is way safer as somebody who is from the United States. I should say that, because the conversations that I've had with a lot of Mexicans, they say they're treated different because they're Mexican, and I understand that. But the United States, for me, for someone who looks like me or someone who looks like my man, is more dangerous than living in, let's start with that. It's more dangerous living in the United States than living in Mexico as a person of color. Let's just get that out of the way. And let me tell you why. Because living in Mexico, you're not a target, and people might, try to hustle you, get over on you. They might try to scam you, do all those things, but your life really is never in jeopardy like it is in the United States of America. I don't know if you agree with me with that. What about the cartel, bro? That's what I'm saying. So as a tourist, as an American living in Mexico, the cartel ain't worried about me. The cartel ain't worried about my man. Most of the time, if you're dealing with the cartel, and I'm only speaking of someone who's American, because I can only speak from that experience, and especially a Black American, they're not worried about you unless you're doing something that you ain't supposed to be doing. Messing with their women, messing with their money, messing with their drugs. That's the only time they're going to be paying attention to you. So I'm not saying the cartel is not a threat. And if you're out there not respecting the laws of the land, of course, it don't come for you. Gambling, doing drugs, like all that stuff, stealing, robbing, And another thing, you can't just freely own a weapon out there. You can't freely own a gun out there. So people aren't just coming around pointing guns in your face and robbing you and blatantly robbing you, physically robbing you, or trying to shoot you and kill you. There's order. It's organized crime there. People can't make moves without the higher ups. And this is, and I'm only speaking this. I'm speaking from Cancun. I live in Cancun. Okay. So again, the safety reasons. Now, I talked earlier about the medical reasons, right? I talked about why I feel safer in the United States when it comes to the medical reasons, because of my income. If I had more money, of course, I would feel safer in Mexico when it comes to getting sick. But that's not the case for me, okay? I'm an entrepreneur, and you guys can show me hearts and loves and likes and comments and all that. And SnapZY, thank you for your comment. I appreciate you. Anyone else have any more questions, break it down. So, what else is another thing? Food. Let's talk about food. Let's really talk about food. If anyone has been paying attention to my first videos years ago, if you scroll all the way back to one of my first videos, and it was talking about like the differences between the United States and Mexico, and one of the reasons why I came to Mexico was because the food in the United States was unaliving me. The food in the United States is so filled with hormones and antibiotics and just really unnatural things, a lot of carcinogens and cancer causing things. And thank you for the heart. Whoever gave me a heart and a thumbs up, thank you. And I can tell the difference in my body. For one is I get really swollen, and I retain much more water eating food in the United States of America compared to the foods that I eat in Mexico, right? So in United States, I have to kind of be almost vegan and eat of a more plant-based diet because of all the issues that happen with the food that I eat in the United States. But when I go to Mexico, I can eat almost about anything without those effects of being bloated and swollen, things messing with my blood pressure, stomach aches and cramps and all that stuff. And I don't feel, and I don't retain the water. So I noticed that even when I'm in the United States and I go back to Mexico, it takes about a month to detox from all the additives and all the stuff that's added into our food in the United States, because a lot of those things are banned in Mexico and other countries. I don't know if you know that. Let me know if you know a difference about the food in the United States and wherever you travel to. Thank you for the next thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, show me some love, y'all. So, okay, we broke down the medical care. We broke down the safety, right? Let me tell you another thing about safety too. So, Uber, let's talk about Uber and the cartel and the taxi, right? So, my services that I provide is because of my experiences in Mexico. And I don't own a car when I lived in Mexico. I don't own a car in Mexico. I just used public transportation. I used taxis, or I used bus, or I started just recently using Uber after a taxi driver. I'll say this. They're always trying to hustle and always trying to get over on you if they know you speak English. Or maybe any other language, but I can only go off of, what I've experienced, and it's because I speak English. They think you're from the United States of America, so they think you're rich, first of all. And it doesn't matter that the peso, the dollar converts over to 17 or more pesos. That doesn't make you rich as somebody from the United States of America, because your dollar is 17 to 1 or whatever. That doesn't make, if that were the case, don't you think if we as Americans could get rich because we moved to another country because our dollar is more powerful, then that would be the case. Now, is there an advantage to it? Now, that's a different story. It depends on what things cost. In Cancun, Mexico, there's no advantage because things are very high. Things are very costly. Things are very expensive because it's a tourist area. And this is why these taxis love to quote you 4 times the amount, right? And so because of that, and because of an actual taxi driver pulling out his penis and masturbating while I'm in the taxi, I decided that was enough. Enough was enough. Yes, that's a real story. Just imagine being a woman all in another country, having to experience something like that. And after I experienced something like that, and I told you a list of other things, I decided to create a safe, reliable transportation service with hand-picked drivers. So people who love to travel to Cancun or to Mexico can have a better option and feel more safe and be with some reliable drivers. So if you're looking for that, if you know anyone coming to Mexico, Cancun, Mexico, and they are looking for a safe, reliable transportation, I am your girl. Okay? I can't see how many people up in here. So safety. Dang, there's another Dutch Bros right there. Dutch Bros is everywhere. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you ever had Dutch Bros. I don't know where you guys are from. Let me know where you're from. I'm from California. We used to be Starbucks drinkers out here, but now people are really turned into Dutch Bros. Dutch Bros is amazing, and I only like their hot coffee there. I don't like anything else because it's too sweet. That's another thing. In Mexico, when it comes to the food, I noticed that they don't use as much sugar or salt in their foods, and if they use too much sugar or salt or fats, everything is labeled. Everything is labeled when it's excessive. And I really like that. Everyone in Mexico is not healthy, so they do consume too much Coca-Cola or sodas, too much cerveza, too much tequila. So there is issues with diabetes and things like that. But overall, as a country, they're more happier. You know what I mean? They're more family is oriented, more family. They spend more time with family. all that good stuff. But what else is in a thing? What questions? You guys have any questions for me? No, I don't want to filter. Oh, you need a chart. Do you have any questions? Any comments? Welcome to the live chat. Where do you want to learn more? I just need people to... I'm trying to see. There we go. Tap to chat. Nope, only Snap Z was in here. Who else is in here? Don't be shy. Háblame, talk to me. Talk to me. Give me some more love, some more thumbs up. But yeah, Mexico is it is what it is. The opportunities that are available to us as Americans is amazing right now. Mexico has a lot of opportunity, and we need to take advantage of this opportunity. Let me know what you guys see. We have to take advantage of this opportunity because there is so much going on in Mexico right now, and I don't know if you're paying attention when it comes to like generational wealth and things of the such. If you're interested in buying land or property in Mexico, now is the time. In the next 15, 20, 30, 40, even 50 years, Mexico is going to be a powerhouse. And if you have your roots grounded in Mexico, I'm going to tell you right now, you won't regret it. You definitely won't regret it. They're promoting to people who look like us. And we are not taking advantage of it. Everyone else is but us. Take advantage of the opportunities. If you get your passport, if you don't have your passport already, travel to Mexico. And if you need someone to assist you, I can definitely help you with that as well. Taking advantage of those opportunities, and, you know, not just going just to party, but really going with an investment mindset. Mexico will do great for you. Definitely would do great for you. Learning the language, learning the culture, traveling throughout Mexico. Over a million Americans have already decided to call Mexico their home, and that number is growing. It's rapidly growing, and it's not just retirees. It's people of all ages, people who look all different types of ways, who are seeing the opportunities, and maybe they just want something different, right? They just want something different. That's it. I want to say thank you to everyone that's in here. I don't see you. I don't know who you are, but thank you for tuning in. If no one's really going to talk to me, I'm going to head over to Facebook. I just got off of TikTok, so I'm about to head over to Facebook and talk to the peoples on there. And I appreciate you for tuning in. Stay tuned for more. I'll be coming on here more often, and I keep saying that, but I'm really going to work hard at that. And thank you again. Ciao.